Okay, the last battle that I need before we get Conquer. And so Lion is in a tier 9, 10, and super ship battle here on the Sea of Fortune. We have 2 submarines, 1 destroyer, 3 cruisers, and 6 battleships on each team. I have started out right in the middle, close to Bravo Cap, but I'm not going to be getting anywhere close to the cap. I'm finding that Lion is a very decent ship. Thank goodness, because Monarch was not, at least not for me. But I've been enjoying playing on Lion, been winning most of the battles. I don't know my exact count. I think I end up playing about a dozen or so altogether. And I started a lot of fires. I'm not finishing real high on the leaderboard. Typically, I am in the bottom half, sometimes way down toward the bottom. Not the bottom generally, but not very high. But my damage totals have been decent. I suppose I'm averaging somewhere in the high 50s, low 60,000s. So could be a lot better, but I'm getting used to the line, and I'm happy with how things are going. But goodness sakes, what do you think of that sparkly camo?
Enemy force detected.
Definitely gonna make myself a target, even if Lion wasn't already everybody's target. All right, let's take a shot at that Venezia. He's probably swerving out, but might be able to tag him in that smoke. Yeah, 2 full pins, not too bad. Picked up 3,000 damage right away. Okay, I recognize our gearing from having played with him before. I think I've seen him in ranked battles. Okay, took those shots at the main. I led him, but now it looks like he's actually sitting still and bumping the forward button every once in a while, but he's not really seriously moving anywhere. That green light blinking on and off and his smoke wafting up and down, that is telling me that he's not making any serious headway. We'll shoot directly at him. See if I can't light a fire or two on him. Now, Maine is a super ship. His main, there we go, 2 fires. His main super talent is that he can mitigate fire and torpedo damage when he has either taken enough damage or been hit often enough with somebody's main battery, or done some of his own. Now he is shooting at me, but I am turning out. And here come the shells. And a little damage. Nothing too serious, but he got 5,000 off me. Nothing that I can't heal back. Actually closer to 6,000 it looks like. Whoop. Thanks, GK. Okay, and now there's an Oregon over there that I put a few shells into also, but let's stay with that main. Now he's bumping the reverse button just a little bit. Oh, darn. We lost our Schlieffen to the main. Oh, but our main got their St. Louis. That's a hard one to hit. The French cruisers. Whoops, somebody's shooting at me. The Oregon is. You can tell by the trajectory of the shells. Since I like to play the light cruisers, I have learned to read the shells pretty well.
Spotter airborne.
Okay. Now there's a Kremlin. So far, I have been able to get away with doing some of my shooting without being spotted. But I think on this one, I will be spotted when I take this shot.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
Well, if I light another fire on him, not quite. Oh, there's the submarine, but I can't reach him with my ASW. Maybe I get lucky and pop him with a shell. Yeah, okay. That helps. Alright, back to shots on main. Okay, submarine's gone down to where you can't hit him with the shells. And I'm out of range from my depth charges by 2 kilometers. I need 12, I have 10. Okay. Well, they're doing damage to that submarine, but don't know if they're going to be able to finish him or not. Ooh, our Barbarino, that Barbarino is going after our Geary. And he got our Geary.
Enemy battleship detected.
I missed him. Well, we're even on ships right now. We have lost a DD, a cruiser, and a battleship. They've lost a submarine, a cruiser, and a battleship.
Spotter returning to ship.
Now, Kremlins are easy to start on fire. They hate being on fire. But they can hit really, really hard. However, I was turning away from him at just the right moment. That's where I like having that rudder shift. For a battleship, I am pretty nimble. There, another fire on him. Alright, unfortunately, my gun configuration has 2 turrets up forward and only 1 turret back aft. Now, Kremlin was shooting off to his starboard side. Now he's got his guns pointed toward me, but I don't think they're loaded. So I got away with putting a few shots out there with all of my turrets, but I've got to turn away now. We're going to lose our GK, so he's probably concentrating on that.
Enemy battleship detected. Enemy cruiser.
Yeah. Kurfürst is down, and the main did it. Kremlin is taking his shots, but I've slowed way up, so let's see. Well, he got a shot on me. Did some good damage, but not a kill shot by any means. I'd slowed up and he put most of it through my bow.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay, here come shots from the main. Minimal damage. And again, minimal damage.
Our team has taken the lead.
Be nice if I could start another fire here. Looking away from him so I can get my guns turned. I want the guns turned toward him, and I'm turning to port now, away from the main's guns. Makes it a lot easier for me when... Oh, I missed him. How did I miss him? Makes it a lot easier for me when I want to get all my guns on the Kremlin. I'm not turning in and making an easy shot for the main. On the other hand, Kremlin just killed our submarine, and now he seems to be wanting to take shots back toward our main or the Napoli. I'm not sure which, but anyway, I've got another fire on him. Okay, got the angle just right. Okay, now I have enough time to get my shells on target and get turned away from him again.
Victory is in sight.
He is so far out of position, he's not going to be able to help his team very much. There we go. And just swinging back and forth. Gotta be irritating the heck out of him. Now try a little throttle juking. Oh. He bonked my number 2 turret. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that
Problem
repaired.
solved, sir.
Alright, the enemy is down to just one ship. This one.
Requesting assistance.
Okay, and that's the win. Okay, well, I would say that turned out okay. Ended that one with almost 146,000 in damage. So that's a very decent game. 58 main battery target hits, of which 53 of them did full damage. Set 8 fires. Ended up at the top of the bottom half of the leaderboard. So 1,330 base XP. And that's kind of the way it's been going with Lion. I have been winning most of the games. However, I am not the big difference maker. I think I'm very annoying though, and I think I become a lot of people's target. And that takes the pressure off the rest of my team. Maybe that's what's going on. That's my theory anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Our U-boat ended up on top of the leaderboard, and I am not going to comp a U-boat. Thank you anyway. We did tank 1,461,000 in damage. So yeah, I was keeping the enemy busy. I had the main pretty busy. Of course, the Kremlin was busy, and that one submarine stayed busy with me for a while. And so that kept the pressure off the rest of my team a lot. Brought in over 126,000 in credits, 1,628 free XP, and almost 20,000 in ship XP. So that's going to push me over the top, and we're going to pick up Conqueror in just a bit. 346 in Elite Commander XP and 6,900 in Commander XP. So we've already seen the captain, and I don't need to go over that one again. If you watched the earlier video, I set up the Lion, and that's basically the way I set them all up. So now let's just go ahead and pick up Conquer. Okay, Conquer is in port. Now, I have Andrew Cunningham. I had assigned him, I believe, was going to assign him to the Jutland. Okay, well, I don't really use the Jutland all that much, but I do plan on using Conquer some. So, welcome aboard, Captain. Okay, same as before. We're going to take Gunfeeder and Demolition Expert and grease the gears. Then we're going to add to that Adrenaline Rush, Emergency Repair Expert, and Concealment Expert. That leaves me 3 skill points right now, and then Andrew will pick up 3 more as time goes on. I oftentimes will put the Fire Prevention Expert on here, but I think what I'm going to do, let's see, so the Improved Repair Party Readiness, I have used that before on public test on some ships. It activates once after your ship receives 2 million potential damage. I pick up extra repair party, so an extra heal. And every time I receive potential damage equal to 100% of my base XP, then my repair party consumable cooldown time decreases. So I'm going to try that. I always believe in building into the strength of your ship, and that is the strength of this ship. So I thought I clicked that already, but apparently I didn't. Alright, now we got it. Okay, so let's see. I don't need the bonus to the ship XP anymore, but we can always add more to the captain's pool and free XP. Since we used so much free XP coming up this line, I might as well pay some of it back to the bank. Okay, so very similar setup to what I have used previously. Build into the main armaments. Damage control system. Accuracy. Always taking accuracy. Again, I'm going to go for the steering gears. And Concealment Expert. Hold on. Yes, but what was that thing? Enhanced Engineering Systems. This is a unique upgrade that's available, but I don't have the Research Bureau points. But that is going to improve my main battery traverse speed, my rudder shift time, and my steering gears repair time. Well, something to keep in mind, but I have other things I would be doing with Research Bureau points first. Okay, back to concealment. And what is our range right now? Oh, 24.3 kilometers. That's medium for a tier 10 battleship. That's workable. Now, but my reload was 30 seconds. That's a little slower than I would like, but if I could decrease that by 12%, that's going to get me slightly under 27, so about 26 and a half. Then my main battery traverse speed is going to be rather slow, but I might be willing to try this out and see. Okay, put some flags on. Slightly different than I've done in the past. I am not going to go with the Hotel Yankees. I feel like the way Conqueror has to play generally is not going to be getting in that close. So if I end up in a ramming situation, hopefully it's against a submarine or a destroyer, not against another battleship. Okay, well, anyway, so there we are. Next time you see me, we'll have taken a couple battles in Conqueror and we'll see how she turns out. Okay, so let's take a quick look at her in port though. And set up that, oh my gosh, what is this? Silver swirls. Wow. Now that is a fancy camo. I thought that KGV and Queen Elizabeth got some pretty camo. Okay, I don't know where I got that from, but I like it. Okay, and let's get our flags on here. Okay, there we go. Fully set up for battle. All right then. Well, have a great evening, and I hope to see you in battle.